We are getting ready to get started here. So excited. Okay, I'm getting ready for us to go on and connect. So I'm getting started right now. I'm so glad that we're going on live and be connected. I'm going to get us set up over in a private face group that I have there, and it's reserved for the clients of the Vitality Heart community. It's a private place, and we're going to go live there also. That's what I love about Be Connected. My name is Rhonda Liebig, and I am the host of the Fresh Inspiration Show, CEO founder, and I am currently actually looking for people like you that would love to swap stages. I'm starting to utilize this multi level media platform that I do. And today we're going to be sharing Jill Flowers with you. Let's see, share to your group. Let's see if we can get in here. Um, okay. And Jill should be coming in any moment. We're just doing some setup here. Have some workers here today. So you may hear a little bit of stuff going on, hopefully not too much. Right now, I'm listening to, I love music. And so this is like the background, of setting everything up through Facebook and making sure everybody's making it here. The background to get up and live is just, it's incredible. And we will be here up in a moment entertaining you. Making sure Jill can get on. Nice press. I pulled a card today, and I'm going to share it because it's just so much fun. And I asked, like what's going to serve this purpose. So I can't wait to share that. But also, Jill does sound alchemy stuff, and so she's going to show some really great stuff that she does. We're going to really get to know how it is to be in space of somebody that helps people on their spiritual journey. So asking Jill, she's able to come in because we're a couple minutes in to going live with her. Oh, Jill says she's here. So Jill, this is, oh, you know what? Okay, so let's get you in. Jill, sorry about that, my friend. I set up webinar because that's what Be Connected needs. Okay, so we're ready to go. All I need is your video. Can you do video too? I don't see video.
I don't see that. I don't have a video option.
Well, then I have to hit maybe more. Let's see. Uh, Jill, so we're live on Be Connected. I've been talking to them as I've been
Hi,
talking.
Be Connected.
Woo-hoo! Okay, so panelists, attendees, more. Okay, so I think promoting to panelists. Does that let you in now? Can you do video? We'll be rejoining the webinar as a panelist. Okay.
Ah,
There we go. Okay, so I'm learning. Okay, so it's very interesting, everybody, on Be Connected. We're getting ready to go on Facebook Live. And Jill, we're going on my timeline also. So we're going to be in three different places. We're going to be in a private group, which we know is the Vitality Heart community, and we're here with Be Connected, and we're going also on my timeline. Jill, this is like incredibly awesome. All right, so let me click live. I know, see, there goes the sound alchemy. Oh my goodness. I'm
sound
ready to go.
alchemy. Oh,
Hey everyone, I am live streaming and I am really excited to be here. My name is Rhonda Liebig. Of course, you will see my name all over the place, but I'm entering in somebody into this beautiful conversation today, which is Jill Flowers. And hi, Jill. Jill's over here on my. How are you going today, Jill?
hi. Hi, Rhonda. How are you
You
doing,
know,
honey?
like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
I have a card I want to share. I believe it's like a top-notch one for bringing in the beginning discussion of Jill, and really bringing in. She does a lot of the with the sound alchemy and and soul alchemy, soulpreneur. I mean, there's so many angles that she goes at that Jill kind of is being, because she's been doing this for years. But the card that I picked today, and I was like, what is it that I really want to share in the community? So let me get going here because we got everything going except one last thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to mute myself for just a moment. And so you're getting really the background and some things that happen as we're preparing for things, but we're almost there. So let's entertain you. Jill, just dance for them while we're.
Sure, take your time. Maybe I'll do a little sound bowl.
Oh, Jill, do that. Why don't you do a little nice little intro on that?
Here, I'll do a little. So before I play, anybody who's watching the replay, just go ahead and take a deep, good, cleansing breath and put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And on the exhale, your next exhale, go ahead and close your eyes down. Just feel into this vibe. Being here and being here and now. Just be here. Just be here. Nice, good, deep, cleansing breath. Just accept the invitation to be here and be here now. Be here now. Give thanks.
Thank you, Jill. Thanks for bringing that presence. This is what this is about, too. Unity of body and mind. Unity of body and mind. And don't you sometimes feel like your head is just like not together, or it feels like, why is my head and body like not communicating? So it says, in our daily life, we lose ourselves all the time. The body is here, but the mind is somewhere else. Jill was inviting you into to be present. So the mind is in the past and the future, carried away by anger, jealousy, fear, and so on. The mind is not really present in the body. We are not really here. Yes, we are, because Jill helped us, but the card is partnering with us. I really like that. I always feel that there's purpose in when you open up a book or you pull out a card or you have conversation or something shows up. There's always purpose. What I am understanding is two things is, do I want to be restricted, that feeling, or do I want to expand? Do I want to feel that freedom? Jill loves to talk about choosing to be in expansive mode. You know, that flow that you felt as she was playing the bowl, and you get to experience something new. Jill's only going to do it the way that she only knows how to, and only actually is actually a very big authentic word, not meaning that Jill is here. Jill is expansive, and she only knows what she knows because everything that she knows about herself, she's inviting for herself to open up to everyone. And that's what I want for you when you are here present with us. Keep inviting yourself in, and when you're sharing your day, all the nuggets that you're getting from this interview that we're going to have with Jill, put some notes to it. See where things are changing for you as you get to hear this interview. Jill is about being, rebirthing, breaking down old habits, abundance. I love the quote. Crazy is doing the same thing and expecting different results. when you are with a sound alchemist like Jill, someone who sees that the child within you can be showing up, and sometimes it doesn't feel good. But when you start using these tools that we're going to go back and forth and play with today, as today it's Jill's moment where her and I get to share who Jill is about. That's what interviews are about. That's what talks are about, is that we get to share us, which translates for you. Find your superwoman, as Jill would say. Find your superpowers and let come and play. Give us some notes as we get to have this conversation. Welcome in, Jill. I love that
Thank you.
warming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It is an honor. It is really an honor to be here. It is an honor always when someone such as yourself invites another person into their space. So I'm honored. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Namaste, my friend, which is like endless love to you. I really do appreciate what you do. I appreciate your experience and the creativity space too of really starting probably about 30 years in the movie industry, all around high creatives and understanding that that was a spot for you at the time. And I know that you still work around that arena off and on, and how you transitioned into really showing who you are in a higher way, meaning that you started really seeing yourself and guiding others in this way. The one thing that I truly wanted to ask you that is just feels so scrumptiously good in these times is that we will sometimes say, I only work with women. I only work with men. I only work, you have like this only thing because we do like to have the experience of like holding people in a space. So if we go to your website, if we go to look at you on Facebook, you do so many things for so many people. But I do want you to speak to what you've been doing out there as the holder in space of Black women, healing circles, and what does that mean for you?
Oh, um,
Oh, it's a big question, Jill. So yeah, give
it's
yourself space to
yeah.
breathe in and see where you want to step into that because that is a big question, but whatever serves you and what you want to share right now.
The question is, what does it mean for me, right? I just want to create.
Right.
It's it's my life's work. It is what I have really been called to do. And when the thought, the idea of working with Black women came into my sphere, it was something that I did not jump to do or run to do. When I first started doing this work, I wanted to work with everybody. I was like, I'm a healer, and that's what we do. And I'm a Reiki master, and I'm here for the world. And I did see everybody, anyone who needed the energy work. And as I started to train and as I started to take more courses and the ideas of niching down would come into play, and I would push the desire to just work with Black women away. And why would I do that? Because I myself am a Black woman. So why would I? Uh, and as I had to unpack it for myself, it was first and foremost a fear of not wanting to unpack who I was and who I was in relation to this identity. And I had different ideas that I was just understanding. I had gone into seminary and I become a minister and I was marrying people and I had this on my heart. But one, some of my biggest hurts came from my own community. Two, I did not want to unpack that brokenness that I had in my heart. And I did not want to see myself, um, see my own fears, right? Who would help me when I tripped up? Who would help me when I saw some things about myself that were not the person that I wanted to be? And so it really started out as me doing my own shadow work. And as I started to heal, I started to become more open to the idea. And then I went to a conference. I went to a workshop and just had like a complete meltdown and a complete meltdown, like the ugly face meltdown. And then I was like, this is what I've come to do. And the meaning, I still had to fight through some of the meaning, but it is indeed my purpose. It is indeed my calling to bring us as a community of women to the table, whole and heal and in our medicine.
Mm. That feels juicy, Jill. I know, and you have spoken about opening other niches. You've been doing this for a while, and you started helping everyone, and now you're like, hey, I've really learned a lot in this arena. So looking forward as a white woman fan of yours, that I know there's going to be some stuff out there. Please follow Jill Flowers because there is such empowering things and nuggets to learn as a society and how we really want to keep learning about individuals and about how people want to show up in different ways and to love and nurture that space. Because the more that we stay open and allow ourselves to be, we get to enjoy others,
Yeah.
to allow everybody to be. And allow is a tricky word because I think it's more judgment on ourselves where we get concerned about what do we say or how do we say this. Well, I don't know. You just say it. You just ask questions. You get out there and you be curious. And it's okay to stumble when you're asking questions because we need that these days. We truly need that bonding time together as men and women coming together in community and everybody coming together. I think that's very important and understanding what Jill is expressing here about why that came to birthing at that moment and how it is held very strong for her. And the more I get to understand that and be able to play with that, it gives me more of an understanding of me as a white woman being raised in Petaluma, small town, not much culture there, and not understanding so much, moving to Sacramento, learning more, now having an online business and being in truth with the education and knowing that there's always more ways to learn about people. So that's the first part of the section. I really wanted Jill for you to really share because I believe that is that this discussion is is scrumptious right now in these days.
And I want to add something. I want to add something. I want to say, as a trained ordained minister, one of the biggest ideas, thoughts, understandings, truth that we were we were immersed in is that there is no separation, right? There is no separation. And so I do this work with the understanding that there is no separation. I do this work in this reality, right? This three-dimensional duality that we're in, with the understanding that that's what we're really trying to get to, is the understanding, the knowing, the truth that there is no separation. And that that truth can only be connected to the truth that I know it within myself, right? How I identify. So we're here really learning about ourselves. And as we learn about ourselves, we learn about each other. Because this really is like a reflection of who we are. Like, you are a reflection of me. And I am a reflection. I'm reflecting back to you what's happening in your world, in your reality.
Mm.
That's like a little metaphysical stuff there. I don't
Let's go deep, my friend. This is what we're here for. Is letting the flow, let the freedom and the space happen. Okay, let's get into that next arena. Inner child womb, superwoman, heart center, light warrior, a soulpreneur. These words are like wonderful, fabulous ways of understanding some of the type of work. We always try and use words to create, like, how do we understand, what kind of work is happening out there. You are speaking to healing. And when I was thinking about our conversation today, what is it about healing people in the space? Another big question, but it's okay. I want to take a step back and allow you to unpack, and I'll ask more questions if needed. What is it about that healing space of looking at the inner child womb, the superwoman, the soulpreneur? As you said, it really is all is one, but there's different ways that we're going to show up. What is that you are working on when you're speaking to these areas? The true question is, there must be a story in there for you, probably many, that brought you here today, of really finding these areas to be juicy and where you want to hold capacity and space for people. Any story that you would like to share with the community, as we get into that healing stuff that you're doing?
I mean, I'll share my own story. I needed to do inner child work. I really needed that work. And it's my belief that there isn't a soul on the planet that cannot benefit from doing inner child work. And now, as a parent, as a parent, I kind of move around the waves of parenting, and I'm like, ooh, you're gonna need some inner child work today. you're gonna need inner child work, because you're gonna have to get off that video game, and it might traumatize you, but no, yeah, you're gonna have to do some inner child work. But for me, I've shared a few times before. I actually don't speak about this story a lot, and it is really the impetus of why I was drawn to this work. My mother died. She was sick. Actually, she was sick, dying from breast cancer. and I was 14, and it was I guess it was the spring of whatever year it was. I can't quite remember right now, but I had to stop being 14 and take care of her. And I was fine to take care of her, right? I did everything that I needed to do for her. But what was happening is that there was resentment that was building up, not being able to do certain things like go outside and play and just be 14. I slept in the bed with her. If my mother moved, I moved. If she was awakened, I was awakened. If she needed something, I would go and get it. It just made sense for me to just sleep in the bed with her. Now, my father was present, but not. He was a workaholic. I have a sister, and she was present, but not. And I am the youngest of 4 children that my mother had, and my eldest brother has actually passed and transitioned in this last week, and but he was there for us, and so I just was like collecting resentment, and just was collecting and became very angry. And at the time, you couldn't see it or tell. And when my mother passed away, I just took on all of the responsibilities that I could. You know, I would pay bills. I would sign my father's name on checks, right? I would just
So Jill, this is at 14?
This is at 14 all the way, I mean, through 15, 16, 17. I got accepted into college. I applied to college. I got accepted. I decided like, okay, well, which college? And I was like, I like this one. And then I like did all the financing and everything, like, and let my father know, like, you got some bills coming.
I'm ready to write the check. You just keep working. I'll take care of the household.
Right. I just was like, oh, this is okay. So the house runs on gas, right? Like it just was natural for me. But what I didn't realize is that I was angry at everybody, from God all the way down the line and back up again. And it played itself out in my first relationship, my first love. It played itself out. It played itself out maybe every friendship to some degree. How I became a caretaker, you know, resenting being a caretaker, resenting not taking care of myself, just being angry, right? The abandonment, wanting to leave relationships, right? So abandonment comes in these different levels, wanting to leave relationships before somebody leaves you, right? So abandonment isn't just like, I'm gonna leave or you're leaving me, you know, and now I'm gonna break everything in the house and I'm gonna stalk you. It's also where you get like something is not in the way that you perceive it to be, because your reality is warped, right? Because your child womb is speaking, right? So the wounded little girl, and for me, it's an adolescent womb. It's not a childhood womb, like the little girl in me. It's the adolescent in me. And we don't speak a lot about that because there is an adolescent womb. There's a teen womb, right? There's an older teen womb. And then, you know, as an adult, you just need healing, right? But when we talk about the past, for me, it was an adolescent womb. And in my relationships, she would show up.
Ooh.
She would show up. And it would be like, the decision that I made was, it's better for me to leave than it is to be left, because that really hurts. And guess what? I don't have any control, and I need to control this narrative. I need to control this narrative. So I'm taking all my toys and I'm out. Deuces, you
I'm
know.
outie.
Exactly. I'm outing. You
Jill,
know,
I love your story. It's okay
yeah,
if I transition into some of the
yes.
tools you've been using to heal, of course, yourself, because all of our deep work is consistently helping us grow in a deeper way. And this is what you share with your community. Can you tell us what you have around and what you use just to have the experience in the latter part of this discussion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting in the midst of my bowls. I use sound. I use my bowls. Um, they are healing bowls. Sound healing is ancient. There is evidence that sound healing was used in Egypt. They had sound chambers. There's also, and I'm not sure how this history goes into Atlantis, but sound healing using crystal quartz bowls, using the oh, well, I can't think of the metal bowls. Also has an ancient history, um, to heal with sound, to move into another level of energetic vibration with sound. Edgar Cayce said that sound will be the healing tool of the future. If anyone is familiar with, interested in, you know, and let there be light, right? Like the beginning of this reality was with sound. Sound was at the beginning, and so I have been drawn to sound healing in a way that I'm like, this is something that I completely did in every life that I've ever lived. This is something that I have done. And so I heal. Um, and when I say I heal, the healing comes through me, the frequencies come through me. Sometimes I tone, sometimes
I want toning.
you want toning, you want toning. I'll drink a little bit of water. We'll do some toning. Um,
Yeah, so this latter part is what I asked Jill to bring her gifts around. First, the gift is her, because she has done so much work in being able to allow things to flow through and really show up and be there for others so she can help let that flow through. And then she has these physical tools, but also she does beautiful vocal. So that's like the, oh, I love it. I love when she does that. So Jill, share away.
sure. I'm just going to get us a little, bring us into alignment with one of
Oh,
the,
Jill, look at my background. I wonder if the frequency's gone up.
already?
I need to close off my video because it's really not okay to do this while we're focused on you. Somehow the frequency is up. Things are getting messed up. Let me close
Oh,
my video off, and I'm right here, my friend.
okay. So, anyone who is wanting to just experience this frequency, I'm just going to ask you to go ahead and just close your eyes, shut off this level of sensory so that the other levels of sensory will become more heightened, right? Your hearing, your feeling will become more heightened. And just begin to set an intention. And that intention can just be feeling better. The intention could just be feeling more love. The intention could just be to just be. And taking a few deep breaths, understanding that the breath is the life, and the life is in the body. The breath is in the body, and the spirit is in the breath. The spirit is in the breath. Breathe. Release. Breathe in. Breathing in the light that is all around you. Breathing in. And on the exhale, release. Release that which does not serve. Release. Release giving back energy that does not belong to you, energy that belongs to the collective consciousness, energy that belongs to the people you may have passed by, energy that belongs to family, friends. Give the energy back and move into a space of your own frequency. After you release, go ahead and reclaim your own energy. Reclaiming your own energy. Fill up on your energy. And I invite you to just hum. It does not matter if you can sing. It does not matter if you can hold the note. I invite you, one hand on heart, one hand on belly, being in your own energy, and just humming into yourself. Mm. Mm. Whatever the tune is, mm. Imagine and know that this is sound healing for yourself. Use your own sound frequency to break up any blocks, to soothe yourself. You can rock back and forth, feeling into your heart space. Allow the hands to soften. Allow the hands to soften. And as you soften, soften your vibration, soften the sound, coming into yourself, coming into your heart. Just being in your heart. What would you like your offering for today to be? What would you like to offer those around you? What would you like to offer the world at large? Is it love? Is it peace? Is it safety? What will your offering today be? Deep breath. Give thanks. Ashe. Give thanks. Namaste. Give thanks. Amin. Aho. Amen. We give thanks. And you can open your eyes.
Jill, that is so wonderful. I feel the chakra, the flow of my body from toes to flowing up, 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 and up through my head. And I appreciate you so much to be able to share the tools that you are sharing within your healing circles, within all the many layers of what you've been doing these days. Can you share with me and the community about the new things that you are opening up for everyone? There are people out there that are searching so dearly for this. So I know that we have 4 layers here of newness, that's actually more than that, of scrumptiousness. Is there something specific you want to share that you have going on out there that you're inviting people in to learn more about? We're taking them to your website also, or are we taking them? That's the second step.
Yeah. We are focusing in my community on inner child work. I'm getting ready to start a group. So I am really putting out the information, putting out the knowledge around inner child work. And, if people want to find out more about it, they can come to the website, subscribe. If you want to work with me privately with inner child work, because I do the work privately, and we also do the work in groups, that is also a possibility. And I'm doing intensive and intros this month. Mostly on Thursday evenings, I'll be doing a series of intros and leading into an intensive that will also bring us to the beginning of our group. So I'm putting that out there. If you want to know more, you can email me directly. If you have a question, jill@jillflowers.com. The website is jillflowers.com. We are just getting ready to just begin to talk about it this week. So you may not see anything specific on the website, but if you join if you subscribe and become a member of my email community, you will be getting the information this week. There is also a membership that I have, and the membership is the Black Women's Healing Circle community. And we have a growing meditation library and a forum, a community, inspirational videos, and it is a place where we'll do some learning. We have some micro courses that are coming, and it's going to be a little bit of everything. Um, there's that word again, everything. There'll be a little bit of everything, but it'll be a space, a safe space to be able to come in and immerse yourself in healing and having the videos and the audios, the meditation library is being filled all the time. So I'm very excited to offer the membership as well. And what we're doing healing circles all the time.
Yeah, I love how spontaneous you are, and like this is how I love when we all create like this. You're like you can feel there's a need, you're feeling it. You go, okay, this is the time to be doing this, and the
Yeah,
way that you get to create is based on what you're seeing out there, what
yeah,
feels right at the time, and that feels so powerful and strong
yeah.
as the person that's out there doing these healing circles and knowing that yeah I feel something's in the air, this is time to be doing this, and I love it. So yes, I put down your email, your website, and for people to connect with you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend, for sharing your gifts, sharing your beautiful story
Yeah.
about you being 14 and learning what that journey is and how we're consistently going through the healing. And I learned so many nuggets just by hearing your story about
Mm.
reflection of how I want to show up today. Because I believe everything that we are speaking to is, for us to say, hey, where can I show up in a way that I know I feel even more empowered, like I got this. I got, what is my passion? So I
Yeah.
know that you're working with people that are soulpreneurs, people are out there in spirit and helping others, and I love how you are showing up in this world to help others learn from you so that they can bring in or feel motivated from you so that they can bring their work out in the world.
Yes.
This is it. This is it. This is the time and day for us to be stronger than ever,
Yeah.
supporting Mother Earth and the challenges that are going with our waters getting disrupted and the flow in the air, feeling that vibe to helping others really understand when they get in their superwoman, work through their inner child womb, that it allows them to have more freedom to share what they do so that we are here together changing this world in such a beautiful place, safe place. So I appreciate your time, Jill.
Yeah.
You have an incredible day.
I thank you. Thank you so, so very much. And I want to add one quick thing. We are doing an Every Woman's Healing Circle in March in celebration of um, Women's Month. We will be doing an Every Woman's Healing Circle. So when you sign up, you're going to get that information too. So if wherever you're coming from across the globe, however you identify, it is every woman will be we're extending an invitation to in March. I thank you so very much for allowing me to be in this space with you. Miss Queen Rhonda, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mm, I feel that, my friend, and I receive as I love being a woman, and
Mm.
and you seeing me and being able to experience that back and forth. I appreciate your spaces. This has been a wonderful experience.
Thank you.
The Vitality Heart community, I'm straight out there streaming on Be Connected. We're right on my main timeline. Everybody, you have a wonderful day. Add your comments, share with the experiences that you had. This is about us really coming together and giving each other love and being able to really nurture any of those spaces that you are looking for healing. Love you and namaste. Catch up with you real soon. Excellent work, Jill. We went over